guys, what's going on? It's Klaus, and thank you for tuning in to this episode 15, I believe, of our Fixed That Rush series. We are here on my Rush Town Hall 10 Archimedes. Used to be Chunk Hammer. We changed the name a while back. And guys, I'm happy to announce the use of a new attack strategy as we start to kind of focus more on Dark Elixir during this series. So, for those of you who are big-time veterans of the channel, you guys know exactly what GiGoBArch is all about. And as you can see, the army composition, very, very basic. Giants, goblins, barbarians, archers, and wall breakers. We've also got a jump spell and several heal and rage spells and whatever we can get in the clan castle. And guys, it is absolutely amazing. It was an important attack strategy for me as a Town Hall 9 farming Dark Elixir without heroes. And so I thought, you know what? Let's bring it back to the channel on this series on occasion. And today is the day, because check it out, guys. To upgrade the queen to level 9, we need 45,000 Dark Elixir, and I'm currently at 43. So we're very, very close to that 45,000 mark. And of course, we're ready to start using a new strategy anyway, just to keep things nice and fresh. And I am excited to have something a little bit new. No, I did start using Barch today. I did 2 Barches before the episode started. That's why I've got all this beautiful gold and elixir in my storages. But let's find us the ideal base for a GiGoBArch. I will explain how the attack works and what you should do with it. Obviously, it's a good strategy for grabbing Dark Elixir, but obviously, it is actually outfitted to at least 2-star other Town Hall 9s and 10s, depending on the base. I do not recommend attacking a base that is, overpowered with super powerful defenses. But like this base here, check it out, guys. It is a Town Hall 9. We are Town Hall 10, but we don't have max troops yet, so we're kind of like between 9 and 10 right now, technically. And it's only got a level 1 Archer Queen, but it's got over 2,800 Dark Elixir, and I want to get it. So what we need to do is we need to split up our giants into 2 groups. And let's see, actually. We got a drill on the left. We got a drill kind of on the top. Where is the third drill? Is it in the middle, or am I blind? There might just be 2, or I'm just not seeing it, because I'm excited to use this new strategy. So let's go ahead and do this now. I'm going to split the group up into 2. That's that right there. And then I'm going to send in these barbarians kind of behind. I'm going to only use a handful, and then these archers behind as well. I'm going to drop a couple of wall breakers on each side. Let's put the king and the queen and the clan castle in the middle. And what this does, guys, is it creates a funnel for our troops to make sure that they go into the core of the base. And of course, we want our troops to go into the core because that's where the Dark Elixir is. You know what I'm saying? So, jump spell over. Let's heal. And then let's rage. And I'm going to send in my goblin straight at that clan castle. Hopefully they can get in there and not get distracted and get sent off some other direction. Yeah, we're going to lose a few of our goblins, but that's okay. I'm going to pop my king special ability and my queen special ability. And as you guys can see, we have completely gutted this base. We have taken all of the Dark Elixir, and all it took was 3 spells and some troops. Now, it works a lot like the Goblin Knife, but as you can see, it is doing a heck of a lot more damage than the Goblin Knife because it is more of a 2-star heavy 2-star possible 3-star attack strategy. And if I was super concerned with maybe 3-starring the base, if I was pushing or whatever, then I would use my other 2 spells. But because I just simply don't care about that, it's no big deal. So I'm not going to waste my elixir on the extra heal spell and the rage spell. But as you guys can see, this was the perfectly successful attack in grabbing all the Dark Elixir. And if we happen to have our special ability where the king still, we'd probably get all this elixir. Actually, you know what? There really isn't a lot that can hurt our king. We might still get the rest of this elixir out of this collector, and then it's the perfect time to close out. And of course, we've used all of our troops. I do want to remind you guys that the army itself costs about 200,000 elixir, maybe a little bit more depending on how many spells you use, but it costs absolutely no Dark Elixir. So it's 100% or infinity percent or error. I don't know how the math would work, but it is a lot of profit if you are going to be using this army to get Dark Elixir. So the king is now working on the gold storage. I think what he will do is he will swing down and grab this gold mine at the end of that if we have enough time. time, and I believe we do. Level 6 king, definitely not good, but we're trying to recover this base, and we're doing a pretty darn good job at it, I have to say so myself. And of course, this Arch Tower starts targeting my king, so he's going to take a dive for us, but it's going to have to just be okay. So that is it for us. We cannot do any more damage to the base. We did recover our loot as far as the elixir is concerned. We got a bunch of gold and obviously 2,800 dark elixir. That was awesome, guys. I have to admit, that was beautiful. I love the GiGoBArch army. It was something that I kind of came up with a while back. Let me ask for any here. And I guess... anyway, so the GiGoBArch army is something I kind of came up with. It's like a GiGoBArch Goblin Knife combination. It's a much more hardy attack for Dark Elixir grabbing, and it's fun to use. So check it out, guys. I mean, I had some really good grabs with Barch the other day, or like this morning, sorry. And like, for instance, this one was a Dead Town Hall 9, and 500,000 gold, 400,000 elixir, and actually 1,000 Dark Elixir, which is actually quite a bit for a Barch raid. So what I decided with this base, because you've got external defenses, wizard towers, and obviously the king and the queen, I decided to throw down a good amount of barbarians and archers on this far right hand side so that we can get in there and we could take out the king and the queen, the defenses and everything, clear that up, and then kind of do what we do, our newbie spam style Barch attack. So the king and the queen kind of drop, and then we start spamming our Barch. And I want to prioritize the bottom, because look at all this elixir down here, and of course we're still prioritizing elixir and dark elixir over gold right now. So I want to, and the reason for that is because the laboratory, the army camps, dark elixir drills, all of these offense-based buildings, the best way to recover your rush base is obviously, and as you guys know, creating a stronger offensive capability. So anyway, we got all that elixir. We're actually going to grab most, if not all, of this gold. I think most, but not all. Ooh, nice. Come on. Okay, well, we missed out on just a little bit of gold, and then we use our heroes to grab the rest. And that is also why I love having my heroes. But a lot of the times, you guys have seen it, guys. I didn't have a queen when I first started. Now she's level 8. So we've done a lot of work on the queen. I've had a lot of time where she was not alive, and we have still successfully grabbed tons of loot. And obviously the king too. He was level 2 when we got him. He's now level 6. So it has been quite the journey. And I am sad to say that we had, I had a 500,000 golden elixir grab, but it got covered up because of other raids. But like, for instance, 350,000 right here, 390,000 up there. That's the gold, the elixir grab. Let's check it out against Congo Otto, and it's another Dead Town 09. I'm finding a lot of these actually in like the middle gold leagues, and because the elixir is kind of spread out everywhere and I want to grab that 50%, I am using my spam style Barch and grabbing the loot, and it is gorgeous. And of course, guys, I love using my heroes to snipe the loot that I might miss at the end, and I almost always win the raid, and I almost always grab all the elixir. Now, this base, the way it was designed, all of the dark elixir was in that core compartment, and it was unattainable, ungrabbable. I was not able to get it with my Barch, and that is just the nature of the beast as we use Barch, as I've said a million times already. 15 episodes in, guys, you know what's going on, but for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, check out the beginning of this series. It has been quite a journey so far. But anyway, guys, that is the loot grab. I think we're gonna, I send in my king and my queen in here in hopes of getting in. I missed the queen's ability, and I wasn't able to grab that dark elixir because I thought, you know, hey, there's only mortars in there, no big deal, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So we cut out of there. We grabbed 350,000 elixir and more than that in gold. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And guys, you know what? I don't do this very often. Let's gem the time on our heroes and let's go straight in there. I ain't got no time to wait around, and I'm trying to make a video for you guys. So let's try to find another good GiGoBArch army. We're trying to get dark elixir. We have plenty now. We have 45,000, but I want to make sure we've got more than enough dark elixir to prepare for the next upgrade that we're going to be looking forward to, hopefully next episode, if I can get my butt in gear to get to work, you know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're gonna look. Ooh, this is a good base. So we don't attack bases like this. I may be a Town Hall 10, but my heroes are weak leveled. My spells are weak. It's just a bad thing. And I just noticed something. Let me exit out. I do not have a jump spell. So let me see what's going on here. Okay, so I just have an extra heal spell. I don't need that, baby. So let me get rid of that heal. I know that was wasteful, but that jump spell will be more useful to me than that heal anyway. So okay, so like for instance, 2,900 Dark Elixir. That's fantastic. But with this army composition, hitting up these level 3 Inferno towers is death. It is legitimately death. And I don't want to deal with death. I want to deal with life. I want profit, you know? So yeah, I avoid like the plague the bases with the Inferno towers. And honestly, I usually avoid Town Hall 9s with those level 3 X-bows too. But it depends on the base. It depends on how strong the defenses are. It depends on how strong the heroes are. And overall, just kind of a feel situation. You learn this through experience. So if you train up armies and you get used to them, you adjust them as you go, you eventually figure out exactly the type of bases you like to hit with it. And it works out to your favor in most cases. So I'm going to try to find me a base with a minimum of 2,000 Dark Elixir. And once I do find that, I am going to attack it for you live in hopefully just a second. Alright guys, here is a good base with almost 3,000 Dark Elixir, and we're gonna lose a little bit of Elixir, but at this point in the series, that is acceptable for Dark Elixir. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come at this base from the Dark Elixir side. We're gonna grab that Dark Elixir. We wanna make sure we grab that Dark Elixir without fail. So, if we look at how this base is designed, guys, I think it would be safe to say the easiest route to that Dark Elixir would be up through this section, because all they have to do is break through this level 9 wall right here, and then I can jump them straight into the Dark Elixir. However, there's also a lot of other things to take into consideration. This queen needs to be engaged immediately, not in the middle or at the end of the battle. So let's go ahead and come up this base from the top corner. I'm going to put 2 groups of giants right there in the middle there. I'm also going to send in my barbarians, and let's go ahead and break that open there. And then I will also send in my king and my queen. Let's put down some archers just to continue helping out with this funnel there. Break in the king. Did I put my queen down yet? No, I did not. Okay. And what is in my clan castle? I got some balloons in the clan castle. That's awesome. Okay. And what is next, guys? What is going to be next? Let me throw down my barbarians and my archers there. And then what? We need to really focus on getting into the base. Our wall breakers did not quite get us where we needed to. So let me pop my king's special ability now. And hopefully this can get us in as far as we need to with our goblins. So it's kind of, like I said, it's like a goblin knife. There we go. Awesome. All right. So let me jump. Let me heal, and let me rage, and I'm gonna send in my goblins straight at that gold storage right down there. Now I've got extra heal. Oh, pop! Oh, I missed my queen's ability. That's terrible. All right, well, the goblins are kind of doing their thing. Let me heal and rage them again just to make sure we get in. And come on! Yes, all right, we got the town hall, and then we got the Dark Elixir. Come on! Come on! Yes! Alright! We got that Dark Elixir. Now, again, that attack looked a lot like a Goblin Knife, and that's because it is almost exactly the same thing as a Goblin Knife, except for the extra Barbarians, the extra Archers. It just makes it a more hardy, a stronger attack strategy. Now, we could just go straight Goblin Knife, and we might lose more attacks than we win, but I just prefer going with a stronger attack strategy just so I can continue raising my trophy level, because as a Rush Town Hall 10, I feel like the higher my trophies go, the better the loot I'm finding. But check it out. I mean, we got 2,800 Dark Elixir both times in a row, which is muchos gracias, señor. Actually, it's muy bien. Whatever. Anyway, so let me go ahead and get these started. I'm gonna train up. I'm probably gonna do Barch in my free time, so I'll go ahead and start Barch. But now, guys, we have all the loot. We need to spend it. So let's go into our progress base and decide how we're gonna spend our loot. Now, you guys know I've been prioritizing walls a lot with gold, but we have elixir for once, and our laboratory still has 3 days before the goblins are maxed out, and then we have to decide what we're gonna do with that. So definitely want to be keeping that in mind in 3 days. But for now, what is the top priority for our elixir? Well, obviously, it's going to be the army camp. 6,750,000 elixir, and all we have to do is collect our treasury, guys. I absolutely love this 4 times loot bonus thing. It gave me a ton of star bonus, 4 times star bonus. It gave me a ton of loot in my treasury, and I'm going to be able to upgrade another army camp. A 10-day upgrade, extremely expensive for this rush to count, but so dadgum worth it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this baby started. This is the second highest priority on the base, aside from our heroes in our laboratory, obviously. So let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, bam! Yeah, all right, cool. So that is done. We only have 2 more army camps remaining. And now the conversation moves on to how are we going to spend our gold? Our dark elixir is going to be going into our queen at the end, so that's the finale. But how should we spend our gold, guys? So we have 3 builders that we get to use on the base with gold. So as I have been doing, it's kind of a tradition. I just do my 3 cheapest gold upgrades first, and then I pour the rest of the gold into the walls. So let's go ahead and do that. But first, I want to address something that I said in the previous video about putting in my X bows, and it was brought to my attention that I am currently, with my hero levels, a Town Hall 9. And if I was a Town Hall 9, I would not put in my X bows until probably level 15 Archer Queen Barbarian King. And so, because I am a huge proponent of the ethical upgrading strategies, and I want to continue to keep my war weight in mind in case I do decide to war with these guys eventually here at the Knights of Zion, I am not going to put in my X bows until my heroes are a lot stronger, until I get my walls and my defenses up to at least max Town Hall 8 levels, and obviously get my laboratory going even more. So, with all that clarified, let's upgrade our 3 cheapest gold upgrades, and this is going to be the Archer Tower going to level 8. That's 720,000 gold in 3 days. 3, 2, 1, bam. That's 1. Now let's do number 2, the Air Sweeper going to level 2. Another 3-day upgrade for 750,000 gold. 3, 2, 1, bam. And of course, guys, upgrading these defenses, these traps are making the base better. However, as I said before, we are prioritizing our walls. We need to get these walls to at least level 8 before we start really getting those heavy hitting defenses, you know? So, one more thing, guys, we want to put down another gold upgrade, and that is this giant bomb going to level 3, 750,000 gold, 1-day upgrade in 3, 2, 1, bam. Now, the 5th builder will go to our king. That means that we get to put the rest of our gold, and we do have some more in the treasury, actually. We can put the rest of our gold down in our walls. So, guys, we can do 6 million gold. Each one's 500,000. That means we can do 12 million gold, or 12 walls right now. Now, this is 5.5 million gold. That means that is 11 walls. So we're going to be able to do 1 more after this. But let's go ahead and get it done in 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh my goodness, yes, we have finished an entire line, 44 whole level 8 walls. Now we're going to do our 45th level 8 wall. And remember, guys, when we first started this baby, it was like all pink, right? And now we've made it through purple, and we're starting with the black skull walls. This is absolutely incredible, guys. I love it. I love the progress. Let's do our final wall. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought it was going to ask me, are you sure? Okay, well, anyway, so 45 walls down, guys. What is that? 23. That's like 22,500,000 gold into these walls. That is absolutely incredible, guys. Plus all the loot we poured into them to get them to level 7 to begin with. This has been a crazy series so far. And now we get to do the honors. We get to upgrade this Archer Queen to level 9. Now, I know somebody in the comments is going to say, why don't you upgrade your king? He's a lower level. And the way I'm doing this is I'm going to get them both to level 10, and I'm going to get them both to level 10 as quickly as I can. However, I want to prioritize my Archer Queen. So if I have enough loot, I'm going to get my Archer Queen up, and if I don't, I'll do my King. No big deal, but they will hit level 10 about the same time. So anyway, guys, well, actually, no. Neither one of them will go to level 11 until both of them are level 10. That means that at one point in this series, they will both be 10. That is my explanation. So, without further ado, guys, let's do this upgrade. Archer Queen level 9. This is exciting because level 10, that special ability gets one more upgrade, and it is just going to be more OP. But right now, we're stuck with level 9, kind of like when you turn 17. There's nothing special about 17, but 16, you can drive, and 18, you can vote, you know? It's just it's an awkward stage in life, you know? So, Archer Queen, Betty, if you will. Betty's going to level 9 in 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh, baby. All right, guys. Well, that is awesome. Our Archer Queen, she is sleeping. She's going to level 9. I've got 4 days without her, which is going to be tough, but I'm sure we'll do just fine. And now we're absolutely broke, guys. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, at this point, enjoying a new strategy, the GiGoBArch army. Hope you enjoyed that and learned something. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. A lot of the answers to your questions are in the video description, so be sure to look at that first before you ask the question, because your answer will probably be there. Also, like this video if you liked it, and subscribe and join the Klaus family. And as always, I will see you guys again next time. Love y'all.